Come on. Come on. Get in here. We got a new rig. We got fancier equipment. It's Friday night. Come on, get in here. We need you. Get in here. Strengthen your soul starting. Get in here. It's Friday night. Come on. Waiting for you. I see you. You're piling in. Good. We need you. Come on in. Get in here. Grab a drink. We got about a minute and a half till we're going to take a sip together. Come on. Get in here. We need you. I want to thank you for joining. Just a reminder that Strengthen Your Soul will be ongoing Monday nights, Monday through Fridays. We're going to take the weekend off, and tonight we're going to talk about how do you make the most of time off. But get in here. Come on. Come on. We need more of you. Grab a drink. We're going to take a drink in just about 60 seconds. Also, if you've got a little something handy, grab a pen, grab a pad of paper. We're going to do some planning for your weekend. So grab a pad of paper, get a drink. We got 30 seconds. Also, by the way, with this new system, I can see more of your comments and anything you say. So if you have any questions or comments or feedback, please feel free to post them up. Super helpful, very easy to interact. Wait just a few more seconds. Give you some time, grab your drink, get in here. We need you. All right, it's time. Let's take a sip together. Cheers. So, let's talk about your soul. So, this is the 7th episode of Strengthen Your Soul. And I was trying to think what would be a fitting way for us to break and pause and head towards the weekend. And one of the things that dawned on me is this. One of the reasons why most people in Canada, in the United States, and even around the world, most of us, we live with so little margin. And so we live lives filled with anxiety. And some of that's due to mental health. But some of the reasons that we live with a deep sense of anxiety is this. We have no idea how to actually practice rest and how to practice it in such a way that it gives us life. And so I want to talk to you about how do you do that? Because for me, many of you know when we started our church, our not-for-profit, the anxiety and tension got so high in my life that one day I was shaking and I couldn't stop. I used to have trouble sleeping. So, and if I would wake up, if I'd wake up at 2, 3, 4 a.m., I'd just be up because I was riddled with anxiety because I had no idea how to rest. And what's interesting is this. One of the things that Jesus taught his followers to do was to observe this thing called the Sabbath. Now, the Sabbath was literally just the setting apart of one of every 7 days for the restoration of your soul. And because we're heading into the weekend, I wanted to talk about how do you actually set up a day where you go, oh my gosh, this is the greatest day ever. Because over the past couple of years, my family and I, we have figured out how do you do that. So Saturday is our 7th day. So I work 6 days a week. I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's busy. It's go, go, go. I got 3 kids. I got a beautiful wife. I lead our church. I'm writing a book. I'm doing these videos now, which is a ton of fun. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. And I'm also working on my doctoral degree. So it's busy and we all need to recharge. So I want to talk to you about how do you do this really well? So my hope is that you'll have a pen and paper and we'll actually make a plan together in our try time so that we can strengthen our soul, so that we can experience deep, passionate living, a connection with God, and a soul that's full of life and joy and health. So I want to walk through it. I've got 6 principles. They all start with R, because I love you and because it's more memorable and because I sometimes like to be a little cliche. So let's start with the first one, and I'll walk you through what my day looks like with these principles. So the first one is simply this. on your Sabbath day, on your day of rest, you want to make sure you get lots of rest. So this could look like extra sleep. It could look like a nap. I love naps. Sometimes on my Saturday, I will nap for 1, 2, and rarely, but like if ever, but 1, 2, or 3 hours. So you want to get extra rest. You want to increase your rest. Number 2 is a word that I'd say is this, relish. Okay, so not the condiment. That stuff is terrible. If you like relish on anything except for tuna sandwiches, you're wrong. I love you, you're wrong. But relish, what I mean by this is we want to actually enjoy some of the absolute best things in life. So on your day of rest, be it a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday, whatever it might be, on your day of rest, once every 7 days, you need to actually feast. So you need to have like the best food, the best drinks, the best movies. You literally just need to enjoy the beauty and joy of life. You got to relish the day. And then again, I'm going to walk you through what mine looks like while you plan out what yours looks like. And here's the crazy thing. Most people, we live for the weekend, but nobody ever tells us how to do it well. That's what we're figuring out how to do right now. Third R is simply this, it's recreate. So what this means is you actually need to do something that's creative, that does not feel like work. So for instance, some people, say you're in a blue collar job, you work with your hands all the time, or you work with people all the time. Some people will find that actually being really creative, like writing or singing, will actually like restore their soul. Some people will find hiking to be very restorative. For me, sometimes I like to mow the grass on my day off. And that's because I work with people all the time. And what I do is, because it's working with people and it's people development, you don't often get to see the results quickly. So mowing my grass, it's super physical. It gives me a great sense of joy and accomplishment, fills my soul. So you got to do something creative that doesn't feel like work. Number 4, and so you got to relate to people. So this could be to your family, definitely to your family or a loved one that you're with, or even good time with friends. So again, on your day where you are recharging, you actually want to relate to people in such a way that it gives you life. So I got to say this, like between you and me, there are some people in your life that should never get access to your day of rest. You know who I'm talking about. Come on. You know who I'm talking about. And so they don't get access. But you want to relate to people who are life-giving to you. Then this one's probably the most important of all, is you want to reflect. You want to reflect on the week that you just had and look at all of the highlights, all that you accomplished, all that was worthwhile. And the reason why you do that, let me tell you why you do that. Because some of you might be wondering, why do you need to reflect? When you look back and you see all that went well and all that you accomplished, you literally infuse meaning into your life. You infuse meaning into your soul, and your work has way more meaning. And then finally, there's this word rejoice. And what does that really mean? It means that as you reflect, you rehearse joy and you thank the universe, you thank life, you thank God, you thank Jesus for all that's gone on. So you got to rest, relish, recreate, relate, reflect, rejoice. And none of this should be a chore. If any of it's a chore, you're doing it wrong. You will rob yourself of rest. One other thought, and then I'll walk you through mine, and you can plan out yours, because you want to have a plan, and you want to make your plan like if tomorrow's your day of rest, or whatever day is your day of rest, you want to plan it out so that you don't even have to think. You want to have the best kind of rest. And that happens when you don't even have to think about your day. One of the concepts of how God has created humanity that's found in the first book of the Bible in Genesis is this, that there's this uh, I want to say this right without being too controversial, but I'll just say it. There is myth. Genesis 1 is written um, in a mythic genre. What I mean by that is it's true. We can't debate how old the earth is. I'm not going to do that. So if you want to do that, that's not what this channel is about. Um, but what I mean by that is the story is trying to tell you larger truths about God and humanity and how we're meant to live. So here's what's interesting. At the end of the sixth day of 7 days, God creates humanity. He creates women and men, and their first full day is spent in rest. And then they're meant to work from that. So what does that mean? It means this, that you and I, no matter what you do for a living, we are not meant to rest from our work, but we actually work out of a place of rest. That's what we're designed to do. We're supposed to work from our rest, not rest from our work. We're supposed to be so full. And so that's the goal of this. So let me walk you through my day, and hopefully you can brainstorm some of your day. So for me, I'm going to sleep in. That's what it's going to look like for me tomorrow. And in the afternoon, I'm probably going to have a nap, depending on how much sleep I get. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. Relish, good food. So I'm going to have waffles with my family with bacon and hash browns, the good kind from Costco. You can still get them, even in the midst of the apocalypse. I'm probably going to have some beer. I enjoy beer. I don't drink too much beer, but I enjoy it. It's a gift. I receive it that way. To recreate, I'm probably going to play hockey with my kids. I got 3 boys, 9, 7, and 6. We're for sure going to play hockey. We might play a board game, or honestly, even some video games. I feel this, my writing's a little off tonight. I apologize. I'll probably exercise too. It makes me feel great to exercise. Relate. I'm going to spend time with my wife, and the rest of that is none of your business. Oh yeah, I just said that. I probably won't see a friend. Maybe I will FaceTime with someone simply because of the coronavirus. And I'll spend time with my kids. Then I'm going to reflect on the week in the past. So I'm probably going to think about things like this. Uh, all of the ways I felt strength during the crisis. All of the ways that I received from God in this week. All the people I helped. So I want to give a quick plug to this. Again, many of you have been liking or commenting or sharing. Just last night, I received a message from somebody who's been going through a divorce. Their spouse has left them. And in their soul, they have been experiencing just emptiness. And just last night, somebody had an encounter with God that broke a lie in their lives and started to help move them towards living in the fullness of life that God has for people. So as you like or comment or share, you just need to know, that you and I, we are helping people strengthen their souls. So thank you for your help. I'm going to think about that. And then I'm going to spend time in gratitude, our first ever video. I'm going to thank God for a whole bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of gifts this week. There was lots of goodness. I got a camera donated so that the quality of our videos would be better, like this one. Isn't it an awesome quality of camera? Thank you again to those of you who donated and helped out. So you got to rest, you got to relish, you got to recreate, you got to relate, you got to reflect, and finally you rejoice. I want to give you permission to this week, maybe tomorrow, have the most restful, soul-filling day of your life. And here's why I want you to do it. Because God has designed you for his rest. At the heart of God is this promise that he wants rest for your soul. That was Jesus' promise. If you would follow him, he wants to give rest for your soul. Not duty, not religion, but rest. So I'd love to just say a quick blessing over you for this as we head into the weekend. And I'd love to just, bless you right now. Let me bless you. Now may the peace and the rest of God fall upon you this weekend. May you know that you are not alone, that there is one who cares for you, who designed you, and who will see you through this day and the next. May you know his kindness and his grace, and may you have a great rest this weekend. And with that, that's it for Strengthen Your Soul. Until Monday, we'll see you next Monday, 8 p.m. Don't forget to like, comment, or share, and thanks again for tuning in. Bye-bye.